Cronin will not be coaching UC's basketball team in practice or games for the rest of the season.
Instead, he'll be running the team behind the scenes, supervising. He has a fixable brain condition, but he wants people to know he is not dying. 9 on your side's Tom McKee is live with this new information. Tom?
Well, Larry Davis is going to be on the sidelines tomorrow afternoon when the UC Bearcats play Southern Methodist here at Fifth Third Arena. Coach Mick Cronin's role for the rest of the season is going to be akin to a general manager. Now, of course, he hasn't coached for several weeks for what was thought to be an unruptured aneurysm, but in reality, it's a condition known as an arterial dissection that, with rest and medication, should clear up. Mick Cronin publicly cleared the air Friday about his health and coaching status after his abrupt departure from the sidelines 2 weeks ago.
I walked into a few places to get tea and coffee, and people looked at me like they saw a ghost.
The official diagnosis is an arterial dissection in an artery of his brain. I asked Dr. Jeff Hill of the UC Medical Center to define the condition.
An arterial dissection is essentially a tear on the inner lining of the artery. So there's different layers of cells, and the very inner lining, which is only one cell layer thick, can sometimes tear.
The good news is the problem can be fixed without surgery.
A typical first line would be to start a medication to keep the blood thin, to keep the platelets from sticking together so that clots don't form on that small tear.
The other part of that recovery is keeping blood pressure normal. That means no coaching in practices or games. Instead, Cronin is preparing game plans, talking to players, and doing other behind-the-scenes tasks.
It's not going to be easy. I'm well aware of that. But what I want my team to know is we're not going to take this as an excuse.
Cronin says he wants to help Larry Davis become Coach of the Year.
That's tough. None of us like that, but the good part of it is he can still be involved. He's going to be okay, and that makes me feel much, much better.
Knowing he's lucky that the problem was caught early, Cronin says he's going to do whatever his doctors tell him to do.
Medically, my goal is in 11 weeks I get reevaluated, and hopefully the small, what they call flap in their terms, that I have in my artery wall is healed and scarred over and onward and upward.
Now, Cronin's attitude right now is that he's going to focus on things that are positive because he does realize it could have been much, much worse. Coming up new at 6, one of Cronin's Division I colleagues weighs in on the pressures of the job. He understands very well what's going on. Tom McKee, 9 on your side, live on UC's Clifton campus.